Hello, my friends, my family, my community, my tribe. Thank you. Thank you for being here. In this little corner of space of this audio file among billions of information you can be receiving right now, I want you to know how much I appreciate that you take some precious time of yours to listen to this podcast. This is Trailer Zero, my trailer. I just want to say hello, who I am, what I'm doing here, and my intention of this podcast. I am Becky Wells. I have some titles. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner. I am a clean living educator and advocate. I'm also a yoga instructor. Yes, I love yoga. All my yoga people, whoop, whoop. But most of all, my friends, I am a mom. I'm a mom of 2 boys, and my life changed becoming a mother. The idea of motherhood that I had before actually being a mother was so much different. My hypothetical kids were a lot easier, and I have been pushed more than I could have ever imagined in motherhood. And early on, which the next episode, you'll hear kind of my origination story of why I was here, of why I'm doing this podcast and kind of how I got to this point. But my intention is to help other moms and like you that are really looking to change the way our world works for our children, because it's not working. Our children are getting sicker and more depressed. And we as humans are getting sicker and relying on pills for every ills, and it's just not working. We must change the direction in where we want to go. We must take the steering wheel of our lives and collectively change the direction our world is going for the next generation, for our babies. And if you're a mother like me, you know that moment when that baby came out of you, or maybe you adopted it, or maybe it came from a surrogate mother, whatever that happened when they put that baby in your arms, you knew you were now responsible for a completely different life than your own. No longer were you just responsible for yourself, but you have this responsibility for someone else. And it's time to take that responsibility and make changes in our own lives so that as a collective, we really begin to shift the world. And this is why I'm doing a podcast. I'm doing a podcast for moms that have woken up out of the matrix and have no clue on what to do next. You wake up and you realize that the groceries on your in your basket, right, or the products on the shelves are not safe. Who is the person? Where is that entity, right? The man that's looking out for our health, our family's health, right? No, there's nobody. There's no regulation. There's no one there to say this is safe and this won't cause cancer. They don't care. Food companies, big pharma, they don't want you to get better. No. If you're sick, you make the money. If you're better, you don't. What is the incentive of you and your family getting healthier? And as I will share in the next episode of where my realization, kind of my aha moment came, but really we are responsible. We are the ones that must embody the change we want to see in the world. We can't blame anyone else. We've been in the matrix. We've been doing like everybody else, the status quo. But if you're here, you are sick of the status quo. You see that the status quo is status quo. Didn't really have anything more creative to say about that. This podcast is going to be about the evolution of the mother. We are hippie moms. We're taking the hippie moms that was that subculture, right, in the 1960s and 70s, the earth-loving, hippie-ish, connected to the planet, right? You don't have to do drugs. to be here. We're really taking the hippie-ish, all the beautiful qualities of hippies into the modern world, into right now, here and now, and embodying them into this 2020 vision and version of hippie, okay? So we are mothers. We're going back to nature. We trust our innate healing capabilities of our bodies, and we support it. We don't need anything on the outside to make us better. We have everything we need in our bodies, in our minds. We just have not been taught how to support and encourage that healing and innate ability that we have. Do you need to take a deep breath? Because I do. This podcast will be about the evolution of the mother, the feminine rising to change the world that our babies, our future generations will live in. And this is what it's about. I'm going to have incredible speakers. I'm going to share very vulnerable and scary stories that I'm embarrassed about. But that's okay, because here's the thing. I want you to know something, Mama. You're not alone. You're not alone. And because we live in these isolated, ticky-tacky houses, separated from our community of how we were raised. Hundreds of years ago, we were raised and grew up among cousins and aunts and grandmothers and mothers. We knew how to raise children because we had already raised cousins and nieces and nephews on our own. But now we live in these isolated boxes and we don't have the community and support that we need. And so we have these experiences and we don't think they're normal. So we feel abnormal, we feel lost, we feel scared, and we don't feel empowered. And that's where we're going to shift. We're going to rebuild our community. We're going to know that we're not alone, because you're not alone. These experiences you are having are normal. These moments where you just want to rage and tear out your hair and quit is normal. I'll share many of my experiences in these deep, dark motherhood places and spaces. And now when you realize that they're okay, that it's normal, you pick yourself up. You are everything that you need. And you are everything that your children need. They picked you. They picked you to be here with them, to guide them and love them. And you are so enough, Mama. You are so enough. So welcome to the Hippie Moms Podcast. I am so glad you're here, and I cannot wait to begin. So head on over and listen to the first episode of the Hippie Moms Podcast with Becky Wells.